What's up, guys? It's your boy Ted, the review guy, and today I'll be reviewing the trailer for Shang-Chi. So, I know a lot of people don't know anything about or much about the character Shang-Chi, especially when it comes to the MCU or the Marvel grand scheme of things. He is regarded as I'm gonna do a character breakdown of sorts, but just like going over like a certain things about the character or that were connected to the character and how it fits into the current MCU, which is now phase 4, I think, that we're going to. So his movie is gonna be happening, the consequences of the snap, after the snap, and then in between the snap, what happened and what has been happening in that side of the world, since we only seen the western side of the world. So now they're going to be showing us mostly the eastern side of the world. So about Shang-Chi in the comic books, he was raised by a sort of like a warlord or immortal crime lord and sorcerer named Fu Manchu, and there's a lot of controversy against when it comes to that character, because it was very stereotypical, and even the character of Shang-Chi was like drawn in a very stereotypical way back then. The color of his skin in the comic books was very racist, if I can put it that way. And yeah, so there's a lot of issues when it comes to this character and how it started. It has been cleaned up now, and I think the MCU will follow not the story of Fu Manchu, his father, but the more known and established character of the Mandarin. So in the MCU, his father is Wen Hu, aka the Mandarin, and he raised his son to basically take over his empire, basically. So he gave him he rules the criminal organization called the 10 Rings, and we have been introduced to the 10 Rings when in Iron Man 1, when the MCU began. So I'm very happy that they're going back to that, showing us the old stuff and connecting them to the new world, I guess. And it really just shows how it's all connected. Shang-Chi was raised to be a living weapon, basically. His superpower is basically hand-to-hand martial arts, fighting skills, basically. That's his superpower. He's a man that can fight godly beings with just his hands or with just his body. So that's all we're going to be seeing. The trailer shows a lot of supernatural things that might be happening in the movie. So yeah, I'm ready for that element, because also even in the comic books, his father was a sorcerer, so I'm guessing there's a lot of magical or supernatural elements involved in this. And as we see in the trailer, his father is wearing 10 rings in both his hands, and I think there was a time where he was younger when he says, "You've always been by my side," when he went to assert his dominance, basically, and he used those rings, and we saw them glow in the trailer, which was pretty cool. And yeah, so in the comic books, he retaliated against his father after he was brainwashed by him, basically, when growing up, and thought he was this holy man and whatever. But then after his first mission, he found out that his father is the evil one, confirmed with his mother, and realized that his mother only married his father for power. And yeah, so Shang-Chi decided on going his own way and asserting or using his skills to better the world, I guess. And yeah, and then in this current version, or the version that we're going to be getting in the MCU, is one where the Mandarin, the one we already established, not the one that we were given in Iron Man 3. Nobody likes that, and everyone was angry about that because they know how good or how brutal or how great of a villain he was in the comic books. So a lot of comic books fans were not happy about the Mandarin we got in Iron Man 3. And yeah, so this one is going to be the real one. Even the guy, is it Adrian? Yeah, Adrian, the villain of Iron Man 3, he was the one posing as the Mandarin also. So now we're going to be getting the real one. And so after giving his son like 10 years to live his life and, see the world and all that stuff, seems like 10 is very important to this guy. He wants him to come back and take over. And we know that he has a sister. And I think also that's going to be one of his character arc where he has to, or maybe the sister has to battle to prove herself, because Shang-Chi was the favorite son basically. So yeah, probably gonna see that part, because there's a part where they are fighting in the trailer, the sister and him. It's like a tournament of sorts, so I'm very looking forward to that. And then I think Awkwafina's character Katie is a love interest, but maybe friend, I don't know, but we'll see. And then there's another villain in the movie. I think he's a secondary villain of sorts. His name is Razor Fist. In the comic books, sometimes he had 2 Razor Fists or just one. So I think we're getting the one version. And if you think his face is familiar, he's the guy from Creed, the Creed 2, I think. Yeah, the one who was fighting Michael B. Jordan's character. And I think he might be the villain that we lose for this movie, maybe, but I'm hoping that the sister becomes the villain in the future, because that would make sense if Shang-Chi defeats his father, because I feel like that's who he needs to defeat. If not, because his father is kind of immortal, I feel like, and because we saw like an old age or stone age type of shot where he's wearing old traditional clothing, he had longer hair and all of that stuff. So I'm guessing he's been alive for a while, because I think the 10 rings have been alive for a millennia or something like that. So maybe he is that old. So yeah, it's just him going through the modern world, and I want to see how he basically moves on to like the grander scheme of the MCU. Yes, they connect in terms of the 10 rings connecting Tony Stark and everyone and everyone like that, but then I want to see like the future, how he will connect with the likes of Black Panther, the new Black Panther, if we're gonna get a new Black Panther. Who else? The Eternals, all of that stuff. I want to see how that will go on. And I think another villain is the Dragon, I think. I'm not sure, because in the comics there is a dragon that Shang-Chi is his enemy, or yeah, Shang-Chi's enemy is a dragon or something like that. So I'm guessing that guy will be in line with his father, the Mandarin, and that's why he won't want to work with his father or want to take over the family business, and will want to, go on and become the agent of good, I guess. And yeah, I enjoyed the trailer a lot. The fight scenes look incredible. I'm waiting. Like I haven't watched a proper kung fu movie in a while, so I'm hoping that I get that with this. It seems like I will get that with this movie. I'm ready for it. And yeah, I enjoyed the trailer. I'm looking forward to the movie. It's coming out September 3rd. And tell me what you liked about the trailer, and if you have any questions about Shang-Chi and and anything about the trailer, or anything like that, please let me know. And we're gonna talk about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.